Golden-Crested Crane by Kimberly Long Cockcroft. Art by Ziyue Chen. I wake before the sun. In the garden, my grandmother, Shosho, is already hard at work. I rush to finish weeding before breakfast and accidentally yank a bean plant. In my hurry to collect the eggs, two slip from my hands. Mutoni! Shosho scolds. We are Kimani women. We move with grace, like the golden-crested crane. We do not zip around like weaver birds, too busy to enjoy life. We do not slump and wait for something bad to happen, like the buzzard. We are not sneaky, like the owl. Shosho pours porridge into 2 dishes. She watches me scoop the mush into my mouth. But I am eating too fast and spill some on my dress. Slow down, Shosho says. I do not feel graceful like the golden-crested crane. I feel fluttery inside, like a weaver bird. Today is market day, and I, Mutoni Grace Kimani, will shop alone for the first time. Shosho tells me a list. You must get me a pineapple. Smell it to see if it is ripe. Do not pay more than 5 shillings. Also, get a sack of cornmeal and sugar for chai tea. She hands me 20 shillings, and I crumple the money into my pocket. Fold it nicely, Mutoni, says Shosho, and stand up straight. A Kimani woman does not slump like a buzzard. Shosho says, Mutoni, if you have money left, you may spend it on something special for yourself. I know just what I will look for, something to help me become graceful, like a Kimani woman, like a golden-crested crane. On the way to the market, Muse calls to me. He sits beneath the acacia tree, too old to walk. He tells stories all day, even if no one listens. Mutoni Grace Kimani, he says, taking his time with each of my names. Where are you going in such a hurry? I'm going to market, Muse, I answer. He raises his white eyebrows. All by yourself? Yes, Shosho sent me. When I was a boy, Muse says, closing his eyes and leaning back, my sister used to bring me mandazi from the market. Mandazi are hot donuts sprinkled with sugar, so good they melt in your mouth. My sister used to bring home many, many things, he says, patting the ground next to him, wanting me to sit. Oh no, I think. Muse is about to start a long, long story. I will never have enough time to find something for myself at the market. Kwaheri, Muse! Goodbye! I shout. My feet have wings, but my heart feels heavy. What would Shosho say? The market is a bright rainbow of music and voices and smells. At the first kiosk, I buy sugar and cornmeal. Brightly wrapped gum and sweets line the counter, but those will not help me become more like a golden-crested crane. As I leave, I notice the shopkeeper has given me too much change. The 5-shilling coins glint in the sunshine. Here, I tell the shopkeeper, you gave me too much. A Kimani woman is not sneaky like the owl. But now I have only 10 shillings left. Mr. Mwanji is selling fruit and roses today. Mutoni, he greets me. Jumbo, hello. Jumbo, Mr. Mwanji, I say. Today I want a pineapple, please. Mr. Mwanji hands me a spiky green pineapple. No, thank you, Mr. Mwanji, I say, lifting my chin. Shosho says a ripe pineapple. I search his fruit stand until I find a pineapple that is yellow and smells just right. I hand him 5 shillings. Your Shosho must know that 5 is too little for such a fine pineapple. He shakes his head in sorrow over my coin, but I wait. Okay, he says finally. 5 shillings indeed. Mutoni Kimani, you are tough. Does being tough make me graceful, like the golden crested crane? A boy is turning maize on a small fire. There is lime and ground chili to rub on the kernels. I could buy the maize and eat it hot in the cool green husk. Bright kangas flutter in the wind. There are piles of shoes made of tire scraps and writing tablets with pink lines. There are red and white dishes and tin cups with roses painted on them and big washing basins. The music from a matatu jangles by. The sun is hot, and Shosho will be waiting for me. Then I see a box of rings. I imagine myself walking home, a bright ring sparkling on my finger. How pretty, Mutoni, everyone would say. But then I remember Mzee. I remember the way I ran down the road, leaving him and his story behind. And there are no wings inside me, only cold stone. I walk to another kiosk that smells as sweet as sugar. Now I know what to do. 5 mandazi, please. Mzee still sits right where I left him. I take his hands, and they feel tough as the bark of a baobab tree, wise as an old elephant. Look, Mzee, I say, I've brought you something. I open the paper sack and put a mandazi into his hand. Mzee's eyes dance. Mutoni Grace Kimani, Mzee begins. You remind me of my sister. She too used to bring me mandazi from the market. I think of Shosho waiting for her pineapple, waiting for her cornmeal and sugar. Mzee's stories are long. I start to explain why I must go, but then I remember. A Kimani woman is not like a weaver bird, too busy to slow down. Mzee, I say, tell me more about your sister. As the sun burns higher in the sky, Mzee tells stories in the shade of the acacia tree. When the last mandazi is gone, he wipes the crumbs from his fingers and closes his eyes. And now, Mutoni Grace Kimani, I will rest, he says. He squeezes my hand.
Greet your Shosho for me, he says. Tell her.
But then he is fast asleep. Shosho is waiting for me at the end of our path. Before she can scold, I tell her all about my morning. When I am finished, Shosho grasps my hand in her strong palm.
Because you are late, we have much work to do.
She cradles my chin, so I am looking at her.
We will do it together, Mutoni, and then we will have tea. It will be an honor to drink tea with you, she says. You are my beautiful granddaughter, graceful and wise.
When Shosho lets go of my hand, I feel wings in my heart, golden as the sun. I am ready to fly.